This, I thought, was a very interesting topic when talking about DJ Moore. Now, DJ Moore has been, what can we say DJ Moore has been for this season? There's a lot of body language that people have had problems with, right? But when you look at DJ Moore's season as a whole, 966 yards this season, 6 receiving touchdowns, 75 rushing yards. He was used as a running back a lot out there. I wasn't a fan of that. Short of what he did last season, but still a solid season for DJ Moore. Again, getting those touchdown numbers and things like that. But everyone has had an issue with the body language of DJ Moore. Has he turned his back on the team? Is he moving on? Does he not want to be here? Does he not want to work hard here? Is he somebody we need to be concerned about? I've continued to say I don't think you need to be concerned about DJ Moore. I'm not a fan of the body language either, but you know who has terrible body language? AJ Brown. They're in the second round of the playoffs. It can work.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't end up. I don't feel like it's something that you need to do. But Ben Slowick brought it to the attention. One of his big predictions for the season, or for the offseason, I should say, is from ESPN's Ben Slowick, is that after trying and failing in the T. Higgins market, the Patriots will put together a solid trade for a veteran wide receiver like DK Metcalf and DJ Moore. Those are two names that make the most sense for the Patriots, and they won't mind sending away draft capital for immediate contributors as they plan to trade out of the number 4 overall pick anyway. When you hear significant draft capital and a significant draft package, now the number 4 overall pick is not coming. Put your eyebrows down, JC. Put your eyebrows down. You put them. You're not getting the number 4 overall pick for this. But
all right, I was about to say bye, DJ.
DJ Moore in 10 for 4. DJ Moore in 10 for 4. You go get Will Campbell. I'm not. No. Now we're back. Hold on. I almost lost myself there.
What a hole.
What a haul. But I do think that you can't sit here and say he's untouchable. You can't sit here and say that you're in a position for your team to have untouchable guys. Outside of Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze, that sounded crazy. That was nuts. But outside of Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze, I don't think you can have an untouchable on this team. Papa do that in the building. Papa do that.
Do that.
I remember telling you guys last month, what if the Bears trade more for more picks? Since they have too many weapons, I see the Bears trading more. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, though, that I'm looking to trade DJ Moore. I think he's an impact player. I think he's a winning type of player. I think he's somebody that you want on your team if this thing is going to turn in the right direction. Now, if you tell me, right, you package 10 in DJ Moore and you get the number 4 overall pick, I can have a conversation there. But I feel like you can still go get a Kelvin Banks at 10. I feel like you can still get your future left tackle at 10. I don't think that you need to mortgage weapons that you have on your team to try and get higher to add Will Campbell, who I do think is the number 1 guy, when I think Kelvin Banks is one of those dominant guys as well.
You know what? I'm going to play Petty Casanova's stance on this. Since P-Kid's not here, or at least he's not here right now, I am going to say that I think that less is more, no pun intended. I think that if we have too many mouths to feed, that might be probably one of the issues outside of all the other chaos that was going on. Obviously, we didn't have a good offensive scheme. Shane Waldron was found out to be trash. Eberflus can't coach a little league game. Like, so we know that there's things that worked against the connection. And then there was also the chemistry between Caleb and DJ Moore. They weren't on the same page. DJ Moore was already talking down Caleb before he got here because he was backing up his guy in Justin Fields. And so maybe there's a little bit of, I don't know, something there. And then you mentioned the body language. I'm okay with the body language. I mean, everybody kind of, when you're a competitor, and I've been there before, when I'm on the basketball court, I'm not getting the ball or things are just not going our way. There's a certain point in time where, yeah, I might throw a tantrum. You might see some body language that's not really good. I may not be the best at talking to my teammates. So, yeah, that's human. That's part of human nature. The thing is, DJ Moore doesn't really show it that much. Like, he's not really a locker room cancer. He's not a problem like some of these other divas at the wide receiver position we see all over sports. We see George Pickens, who's the guy that's getting passed around like somebody on 79th from every team to team in the playoffs. Deontay Johnson, he just keeps getting passed like he's whining, and he's on a playoff team. Now he just got cut from the
he's
Texans.
Getting passed around like he's on 79th.
Yeah, he's been with 4 teams this year, I think. Like, it's utterly ridiculous. So my thing is, DJ Moore is obviously our superstar. He's our number one, but you have some really good talent behind him in Rome. I don't know if you're keeping Keenan, but there's some other potential talents on this team where if you do package him and move forward and get something else better at a position of need, I'm not going to cry about it, but at the same time, I'm also not going to cry if we keep him. He's clearly a piece that we might need going forward. An underwhelming season. A lot of it wasn't on him. As I said before, some of the things you drew up, you started to use him more in like these screen games at the end of the season, used him as a running back, as a guy that was mainly the yards after catch guy, which he's very good at. But I need to see him, if we're going to use him or if we're going to keep him, I need to see him obviously get back to that year before where he's also a deep field threat. He's getting, 1,300 yards. Like, get back to that type of DJ, then we're okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing this.
No,
I ain't trading him. I mean, now, the Patriots want to send me their 4th pick.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
That's the scenario, right?
They do that.
That's the scenario, realistically.
Like, to me, that's the only way I see the Bears pulling that type of trigger. I mean, that's the only way I see Ryan Poles fleecing another team is being able to pull. That'd be crazy if he traded for DJ in the fleece and then trade DJ to fleece another team. I seriously doubt that happens. And for that reason, I'm out. I'm not taking that. I'm not going to. Yeah, you like that. But yeah,
Shark Tank out here. And for that reason, I'm out.
For that reason, I'm out. I don't want nothing to do with it.
But you ever see one of them things on Shark Tank come up and then you be like, hey man, I'm gonna go get that. But everybody's out there like, I don't know why anybody would want that. And I'm like, that solves a life issue.
More things that I wish I had a thought of myself. Like, damn, I should have made
some money.
The Scrub Daddy is the one thing like that for me because I'm just like, he just cut holes in a sponge. This man did nothing. He did not. He's a billionaire. He cut holes in a sponge. It's low key freaky. I want to know how he figured out how he found. What made you cut a mouth in it? What? I don't like it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not trading DJ for pennies on a dollar, bro. At the end of the day, DJ's still a high valued wide receiver. He's still one of the tops in the leagues. At the end of the day, yeah, he didn't have the best body language last season. And could it be some underlying things with the idea if he wanted Justin? That's possible. It's human nature, right? But I think the chemistry will build. The chemistry will reconnect. And at the end of the day, next year, you'll see that connection between him and Caleb as they get more reps together. I'm not sure what they're going to do with Keenan Allen, and we don't know if Keenan Allen can go anywhere else. So at the end of the day, your 2 top wide receivers is your rookie wide receiver, Rome Odunze, and DJ Moore. And that's just the way it is. Unless that 4th pick come up.
Quick question. Are you trading DJ Moore in Carolina 2nd for number 4?
If I can get 4 for that's a nut. Why would they do that?
So instead of 2 second-round picks, we have 4 and 10. And I mean, DJ Moore. If you go in New England needs a wide receiver. They clearly are going to invest in Drake May going forward. They need a wide receiver.
That's not it. But yes, if they're dumb enough to take that deal, yes, I would make that trade.
Oh yeah,
yes, because I'm getting 2 top 10 offensive tackles.
I'm getting Abdul Carter and Will.
I'm getting 2 top 10 offensive tackles.
Oh, you going Kelvin and Will?
Yes, I'm taking them both. We don't know which ones can play. I'm taking 3 offensive linemen in the first 3 rounds. Yes. No, I think here's my thing. This is back to kind of what JC said earlier. We're the only team that thinks you can have too many weapons.
That's crazy.
Did we watch the Rams last night?
Yeah,
the Rams lost a dude. And the dude that came in behind him was still really freaking good. Puka Nacua, Cooper, like teams all over the place have this slew of weaponry at every turn. The Texans are still winning. They lost two of their most important pieces, and their second best or their third best option was like, well, I guess he probably second best.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Where does he rank on that? You lost Diggs, you lost Tank. Is Tank third? Tank probably third. He's probably your second best option. Your second best option, who's a really ridiculously good wide receiver, and Nico Collins is the guy that you have left. Like, I don't believe in you can have too many weapons. Somebody's not going to get fed. This year was Cole Kmet. Sorry to tell you, Cole. Hate to see it. Hopefully, if Keenan Allen's not here next year, you get more targets. You get more opportunity. But we were throwing to Keenan Allen.
Yep.
Like, that's what it is. Maybe if you didn't try to run right into a defender every single time the football was thrown your way, maybe you would have got more targets. But I think for me, here's my big thing with all of this is you don't get better by getting rid of guys who are on, as far as wide receivers go, team-friendly deals, who are immensely talented.
Still young, too.
Like, I get it if you're going to get – if we're talking about the situation that we have, right, essentially you're doing what the Chargers did. You're getting rid of Keenan Allen. You're going out and you're getting a Lad McConkey or whatever it is. But what you're doing is you're going after the offensive line. I'm here for that conversation because you can't throw to DJ Moore if Caleb Williams is laying on his back, face down, back up.
Oh,
that's how it looked a lot this season. You can't throw to DJ Moore in that situation. That's a conversation that I'd be willing to have if it puts you in that position. But if you're not being put in that position, I'm not trading it just to go get more picks. Because none of those picks are better wide receivers than DJ Moore.
Nope.
And that's what it comes down to me. That's what it comes down to me. I hope that we don't end up moving on from DJ. Hopefully, this is a situation that the Bears can figure out here, and they can get some offensive line help in the first three. I mean, you got 3 picks in the top 40. You should be able to figure some of this out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, 3 picks in the top 40.
This is your lifeline, Ryan. This is your lifeline, Ryan Post.
This is it. I wouldn't be surprised if, he was thinking that himself this year. Like, yeah, I'm not going to draft the linemen or get the linemen that I need to protect Caleb. But next year's draft, oh, yeah, I'm going all in O-line. If that's the case, you better go all in.
That's the dumbest thing in the world.
I've seen this a lot where Muzz are like, well, what if it was a master plan here? Like now all of a sudden with Ben Johnson, like, well, Ben Johnson said go back. So what if you he said, I'm gonna just stick it out with Flus until Ben Johnson comes out and then I'm gonna get him. Now it's like, you may not get Ben Johnson. Like, oh, well, there was no offensive line this year, so we're gonna save Caleb Williams, even though Jackson Byers Johnson looked pretty good. We're gonna save Caleb Williams for next year, and then we're going out for regalia. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm not buying that all these moving parts are there. And he was like, you know what we're gonna save Caleb with? Ryan Bates. Get out of my face.
God.
68 sacks later.
Backup lineman.
Christ.
Oh boy.